actually. I'll send it to him. Welcome back here to the Winston-Salem Fairgrounds Arena for game number 2 here tonight. It's the Trash Pandas against the Camel City Mafia. Have a good one in store here for game number 2. Captains for tonight for the team to the left. It's going to be, for the Trash Pandas that is, it's going to be Brian Riccardi. To the right, it's going to be the man, the myth, the legend, Mr. Penalty Box of Vince Sedicassi. Led the team in penalty minutes last year as he looks to do it here again in year number, well, at least for me here, 2. I believe I've done more, but regardless here, as we get set for puck drop for the team to the right, it is going to be Josh Sebecki. Pucks dropped away. We go in game number 2 here tonight. One of the names to be worried about here for the Mafia is from the Pandas. It's Aaron Proctor. One of the scoring leaders back in the last season. Shot on Goldberg from Sebecki. Had a chance to be goal number 1 of the night. Shot there once again from the Mafia. Goes on net of Goldberg. Played into the far side corner. Proctor trying to work it out. Comes to the top of the point. Winds up, fires. Comes down low. Rebound shot. Scores! Off the stick of number 82 of, I believe that says Hoots. As the Mafia takes an early 1-0 lead. Oh, that says Juicy, doesn't it? Apologies here. Regardless here, 1-0's your score, already in favor of the Mafia. What? I don't want to know. It'd be really bright. Actually, I'll get it during intermission. Coming down low, here comes Proctor looking for her first one of the season. Centers a chance to beat Brandon Rhodes. Goes up to the far side corner. Baxter to the point. Baxter trips up Sebecki, no call. We'll see that later on tonight for sure. Spinning around, firing it down low for the Mafia. Tripping up for Sebecki, nearly pinched off, as Sebecki's going to take it down the other way. Sebecki to the blue line, has him to beat Baxter, leaves it for 82, fires one wide off the back glass, goes up top. No. Chipped out in front, Kaufman Moore trying to bring it down length of the ice. That should be far enough for an icing. Indeed so. Apologies, they're still trying to get used to names and numbers. As I believe 47 was Krumenocker. I had it set too. Here comes a chance for the Pandas, and all alone, shot goes wide. Up to the far side, rebound, had a chance from 13. As that's going to be sent back down the other way. Up high it goes for the Mafia. Trying to get around to Panda as it's down low, back behind the net, still with it. Has some real estate now from in between the hash marks on the far side. Shot goes wide. Goldberg may have got a piece of it. Puck still loose as it comes down low for a Panda. Trying to chip it up forward through the feet of one. As they come back right up through center ice. To the blue line. Nearly lost it. Still has it up top from the circles. Dropping it back. Gonna ring it back down low behind the net of Rhodes. Up to the far side. Trying to find a centering feed. Still loose with possession. Kilmer diving down. Takes out one of his own teammates. No call. Back low for the Mafia. Has a 2-on-2 opportunity. An arrogant pass leads for the Trash Pandas, throwing it back down the other way. A lot of back and forth action that is so far here through the first period. The center. Dropping it back for Sedicassi. One touches it down low. As they have it in on sides, that being the Mafia with an early 1-0 lead, able to get around one. Centering it, shot. That's in the feet of Goldberg. Draws a whistle. Don't think that ever went in. As Richard wearing number 55. puck's dropped. To the point it goes. Holding, fires it on, gets blocked off a body out in front. Hamilton clears it up top. Through the neutral zone. Here comes Proctor. Through her own defensive zone. Cross-ice speed, trying to get it over for Hamilton. Goes down length of the ice. That's not going to be an icing. Says it was touched up. As a Mafia trying to bring it up to the far side. Turned over. Here's a chance now from the Pandas. Trying to get it open into the slot. Has Hamilton down low. Still with it. Centering feed goes onto the body of Rhodes. Put up to the far side. Up into the neutral zone. Going to be a foot race. Back now the other way. In onside. Shot goes into the pads of Evan Goldberg. Richard back behind the net. Backing it up. So Pandas trying to clear it out. Kept in at the point. Proctor trying to work it out as Krumanocker not able to get it out. Sharp angle shot goes right through the paint. Nearly got a piece of this near side referee. As it comes back down low to the corner. Richard trying to clear it out. Here's a chance now for Hamilton to work it up top for Proctor. Proctor had it on her stick. Just lost it for a time being. Krumanocker works it back for Proctor. Down low for Hamilton. In on sides. Man hits the deck. Here's a chance now. Backhanded shot goes through the paint and down low. Had Hamilton looking for a tip in on the near side. Once again, apologies there about the camera. I'll just throw it out to my center ice camera to make it just a tad bit easier on the night. Cleared out down, went to the ice. Cassie's just going to let that one go. An icing call there. 14-16 to go in the first period. Feel free for it. What? Just take a picture. Make sure it's still. To wait 15 seconds to press again. As long as I set it right. Up top for Sebecki, looking to get his first point of the season. Behind the net it goes. The one goal so far on the night gets his second. Sebecki with the assist, making it 2-0 here in the first period. Did it do anything? Oh, I know the problem. Up top, looking for his hat trick. Goal save made by Goldberg. Puck comes down low and out to the neutral zone. Back over for Sedekassi from his defensive partner. Sedekassi fakes a slap shot, goes down length of the ice. I have an idea. You might be able to get it in front of the goal from up here, like that one. This is going to be right. Apologies there. Sebecki's shot goes wide. Richard has it in his stakes. Fires it down low for Sebecki. Here's a chance now. Looking for goal number 1 of the season. Up top, fires one on. Glove save made by Goldberg. Comes back out top from Richard. A hard shot goes wide. Up top for Sebecki. Being pressured by Proctor. Slap shot there goes wide. Back up top for Sebecki. Down low, fires one on, blocked out in front. As it's going to come down low. And on sides, here's a chance. 2-0, leaves it for Proctor. Holt stops up, fires one on. Rhodes able to get the save. 10:40 to go here in the period. Oh my God. If you want to turn the brightness down. But it's not going to look as good. You're only going to be able to do it down here to the right. Apologies there. Gonna try and get the camera so I don't have to move it as often, if you will. Up through the neutral zone, over skating. It's 29 of Riccardi as it's gonna come to the left for the Mafia. Down low and all alone against Goldberg. Fires it on. Save rebound comes out in front. As here comes the Trash Pandas down low. Had numbers but over skated it. Over for Kilmer, able to get it around Riccardi. Now having to battle against Proctor. He'll just dump it up top. What? Comes down low, still with it. Trying to find a sharp angle shot. Goes wide through the paint. As it's going to come up top, kept in from Riccardi. Battling at it, I believe, is Vale. Indeed so. Proctor behind the net has Rhodes outbeat, trying to poke it home, had a chance. There was Krummenacher with 9 minutes to go here in the first period. Up top, has 2 goals tonight, looking for 3 from the right hash marks. Gonna stop and hold up, waiting for reinforcements. Gonna drop it down low. Newman chasing as they were in the midst of a change. Able to get around one, fires one on. Rhodes able to play it up to the far side corner. Cross-ice feed, able to get it to Sedekassi. Down low and on sides. From the bottom of the hash mark, trying to cut out in front of Goldberg. Shots, goes 5-hole, scores! 3-0's your score, now in favor of the Mafia. Here in period number 1. That actually looks kind of cool. Yeah. Change it down low to even a second and see if it works. That's really cool. Yeah. And only do it while they're moving. A big open ice hit, no call here. That goes on Sedekassi. Already trying to find his way out into the penalty box. Shot from Sebecki goes on to Goldberg, able to keep the initial shot out of the back of the net as it comes out to the point for Sebecki. Shot goes wide, something falling off of Sebecki's stick. I believe it was an end cap. Capped in from the left point for 82. Fires it on, scores hat trick here for number 82. Here in the first period and making it 4-0. Again here, apologies as I don't have the full rosters and okay. Sedekassi told me before the game started that he would not have any jersey numbers or anything for me tonight, so doing the best with what I have from the he's technically tied for second in penalty minutes as we speak. As there's only been, I believe, 1 penalty in the league. That was against Derek Wallace. 2 minute for too many men. That came back on opening night. Comes down low, had a chance as it's going to be picked up from the Mafia. Trying to work it down low as it was Richard to Sebecki. Sebecki taking it behind the back of the net. Sebecki still with it. Sharp angle, trying to chip it down low for Richard as it's going to come into the feet of Baxter. Baxter works it through the feet of one, coming down low. Sebecki nearly able to poke check it away. As the puck was still loose out for Baxter. Fire from Baxter up into the netting. 6 minutes to go in the period. 12-8 shots on goal in favor of the Mafia. Yeah. No. No. Everything should be in there. Shot gets blocked off a shin pad out in front. I could hear it from all the way up here. Back low for Proctor. She'll take it behind the net of Goldberg, who's given up 4 goals already on the night. Chips it forward, trying to get it back low for Proctor. Attempted to, that was. Now it's picked up by number 2. Firing back out to center ice, picking it up 25. Once again, Pachu's here to not have numbers. 5 minutes to go here in the first period. Kumanaker tried to get it in deep as it's going to be picked up from the squad in white. Becky battling at it with Riccardi. Stepping up to the far side. Nobody home at the point to keep it in the zone. Have plenty of time back deep in their own defensive zone. Deeks around 1. Still with it. Trying to beat around Proctor down low. Now trying to get around Riccardi. Behind the back of the net. Thought about taking it in front of the net. Tripped up. There's going to be a tripping call here on the Pandas. 4:29 to go here in the first period. Gonna go on the Trash Pandas. Indeed, so a tripping call there on number 25. So I have a 2-minute penalty here for the Pandas, putting the Mafia on the power play, looking for goal number 3 of the night. Lines up, fires one home. Glove save made by Goldberg. Freezes this one. A much needed freeze there from Goldberg as the clock keeps on running. Trying to clear it out, and does are the Pandas coming out of his net to play its Rhodes. Chopping it down low into the corner, picking it up, Mafia. I'll leave it back for Sedekassi. Vince working forward, trying to get around Proctor. Sedekassi still with it. To the blue line, looking for a power play goal here. Sedekassi fires one cross ice, trying to get it down low for the one with the hat trick. That's number 82. That's back down low, up top. Over skates it, trying to clear it out. Krumanacher as here comes the Trash Pandas down short-handed, down low for Proctor. Has the room, trying to cut out in front. Proctor still with it, trying to fire a shot off. Ends up getting her stick lifted at the last second. Down low to the point, cross ice. Sedekassi looking to fire one in, skating on top of the circle. Shot gets blocked off the inner leg of Krumanacher, and that stung him for sure. Able to stay up on his feet, but that definitely got him. Over for Baxter, trying to get around. Poach back out to center ice. Baxter still with it. Gonna drop it back for his defensive partner of Riccardi. Okay. Riccardi back behind his own net. 2:30 to go in the period. 3 seconds to go on the penalty. As we're back even. Cleared down to the ice. That's not going to be an icing call. I know. Down low in the corner. Back deep for Sedekassi. Cross ice feed down low. Nearly intercepted. Gets a stick to it. Here comes the Mafia. Looking for their 5th goal of the night. Back in game number 1. There was a team with 5 goals back in the first period, and that would have been the Silverbacks. Both teams acting as the visiting team on the night. Home ice advantage here doesn't really mean much as both teams play here at the Winston-Salem Fairgrounds Arena. And as you can see here on the stream, especially here in the section in front of us, there is 3 fans here, not including players from the first game. From the first game, I see 2. So 5 total people here. Collision up into the far side corner. Just over a minute to go into the period. Drops it back. Mulcahy fires one on. Just got sent wide. Still looking for their first goal of the season. That being from the Pandas. Trying to chip it up and out. Finds its way to number 9. To the blue line. Chips it up top. Mulcahy trying to work it out. Comes down low for the Mafia. Here's a chance now. And all alone against the netminder of Goldberg and couldn't get a shot off. Baxter works it up to the far side. In to the blue line. Skating in. Left hash marks down to the goal line. Sharp angle shot with a big rebound down low. Has a netminder out of position. Block shot. Ends up stinging him a tad. As it's Baxter down low with 30 seconds to go in the period. To the corner. Sharp angle shot. Goes off a body out in front and back out to the one who had a block shot 2 seconds ago. That was number 9. Spinning around. Waiting for reinforcement. Centering feed up to the far side. Trying to get it for Richard. Out to the point. Vale fires one on. Down low. Redirection. Just missed the post with under 10 to go. Nobody at the top of the hash marks to fire this one home. As Baxter will clear up the center with 2 seconds. That will do it for period number 1. Gonna take a quick 1-minute break here. To the second period we go. It's 4-0 in favor of the Mafia. Welcome back here for the start of period number 2. 4-0 your score in favor of the Mafia. As we're underway, Riccardi going to take it in for the Pandas. And on sides, has a chance now. Centering to the far side. Hamilton had a chance to get a shot off. Drops it low for Proctor in front of the net, but couldn't hold on to it. Trash Pandas looking solid here through the first 20 seconds of the second period, but not able to get a shot off. Becky turning it over down low behind the net. It goes centering feed right out in front, trying to fire a backhand shot on was Kilmer. Is that being spun around? Goldberg able to hold on to the puck, keeps this one out. A 19-19 to go in the frame. Krumenocker able to win the drop back against Becky. It's going to play it up to the point. Kept in, down low for Kilmer. To the far side hash marks. Trying to get one on deep. Trying to get it over for Zabecki. Proctor able to get it out from the scrum. And here she comes with Hamilton down to her left. And on sides. Proctor still with it. Crouching in the net. Trying to drop it back for Hamilton. Just out of his reach. Back low for Proctor. Back behind it goes again. Centering feed, trying to get it over for Proctor. As that's going to be cleared up and out. Now a foot race between Riccardi and Zabecki. Zabecki with it. Centers it down low, but not able to get it to his dance partner as it's being cleared back the other way. Proctor in a foot race. Zabecki able to win this one back. He'll just ring it around the near side boards. Kept in from the moment for Krumenocker. Try to get a quick shot off as it's going to come up top. Another shot gets blocked. That one by Cassie. Rebound opportunity there. Cleared out once again from the left point. Skating in. First one on. Trying to get a tip right out in front. Rhodes able to keep this one out of the back and let us Krumanacher had a chance to poke that one home on the back door, just in it wide of the near side goal post. Down low and all alone. Fires one on, just missed wide of Goldberg. Gonna go up top. Cleared up the center ice. Able to deke around one. Gonna be a 3-on-1 as they hit the blue line, dropping it down low and all alone. Fires one and just sent that one high of Rhodes. Got to skate to it, but couldn't keep it in. Mulcahy able to ring it down low. Hard hit down low between 9 and 74. Vale to the far side. Down low, here comes a Becky, and all alone has one man back checking. Here's a Becky, forehand, backhand. Becky still with it as Goldberg able to keep this one out. Rebound shot's going to be sat down by Goldberg. Keeps this one out of the net. 16:52 to go in the period. 19 shots already here for the Mafia. Had a chance there against Rhodes. Gloved it down. Had a man crushing hard here on the back door. Fortunately here for the Mafia, Rhodes was able to hold on to it. To the far side, Point has a hat trick, can't score anymore, and all alone against Goldberg. Backhanded shot, goes top shelf, puts it over the shoulder and in. 5-0 after the backhanded shot from Mr. No Number. What a shot there, makes it 5-0. Here he comes looking for goal number 2, trying to drop it back. Richard has it. Richard fires one wide and hard off the backboards. Richard trying to seal it here once again and does. Has a chance right out in front of Goldberg, trying to poke it home. Comes out for Baxter. Goes up top and away we go. Trying to send it back to the left are the Trash Pandas. Trying to get around Vale. Here comes Baxter. Baxter with speed right out in front, trying to find a feed over to Proctor. Mulcahy just able to keep it in down low for Baxter. Cross ice feed, trying to get it over for Krumanacher. Couldn't hold on to it. Proctor at the point. Proctor still with it, spinning around. Kilmer able to push it out. Mulcahy still playing back, able to be the first one to it, racing down low. Krumanacher trying to get it over for Baxter in a feed of one. Back over for Krumanacher as they play pitch and catch. Proctor intercepts. Hits the blue line. Has a man down low. Proctor over skates it. But ends up finding it right back into her stick. Trying to get it down low for Krumanacher as it's going to come back the other way for the most recent goal scorer. Went top shelf over the right shoulder of Goldberg. Okay, has it right in front of the net of his own netminder. Trying to backhand it out for Hamilton right off the bench. Try to get it over for 74. Instead it comes out for the Mafia. Loses it. Here's a chance. Krumanacher 3-on-1 down low for Hamilton. That would have been possibly offsides. Here's a chance. Shot. Just misses wide. Sedekassi not happy about that being offsides. As that's going to come down low once again for the most recent goal scorer. Nearly lost it. As he'll turn going back behind his own net. Fires his man into Tyler Kilmer while setting him down. As it's going to be played down low for 9. Heading the blue line, trying to get around one of Richard. Riccardi, that is. Whoopsies. As Baxter pick up the change to the neutral zone. One touching it over down low. Sedekassi works it forward. Still with it as he hits the goal line. Centering feed cleared out by Baxter. Right back down low to the goal line. Trying to drop it over for Sedekassi as that's going to be cleared out. That's going to be offsides. A delayed offsides. No touch up. As it's going to come back the other way. 2-on-1 against Sedekassi. Down low for Hamilton. Had a chance, but couldn't hold on to it. Going to fire back behind the net of Rhodes. Centering feed. Hamilton. Shot goes wide. Down low, trying to clear it out. Cross ice feed going to be picked up by Riccardi. Spinning that around, has one down low. Put it out to the corner. Hoots nearly had a chance to keep it in, as here comes the Mafia. Intercepting and turning it back over for Hoots. Touched over and out for a no icing here. Sedekassi just lost it past his stick. Turned over Hoots. Quick shot there. Goes wide through the paint. Brandon Rhodes not able to get a piece of it. Lucky for him, it went wide. As here comes a chance now for the Mafia looking for number 6. Centering it. But nobody was there as the Pandas were lucky to take it back the other way. Overskates it. Having to wait to retouch back in on sides with 11:20 to go here in the second. Up to the far side, nobody there. Trying to chip it down low. Hoots battling with it now with one of the Mafia skaters. Sedekassi chips it up. Zabecki trying to work it out. Riccardi keeps it in. Here comes Riccardi looking for goal number 1. Blocked right out in front. Nobody waiting down on the back door. Trying to tip it once again out in front through the feet of Hoots. Comes down low for 82. That's going to be an icing goal here. 10:47 to go in the second. I'll send it right back down to the left half side of our screen into the attacking zone here for the Pandas. Puck's dropped here, comes out. Trash Pandas with a shot, bouncing puck there. Goes into the corner and cleared up high. Riccardi one touches it down low for the Pandas. Trying to get it over for Proctor. Instead it finds Zabecki. Trying to backhand it to himself, but ends up losing it to Proctor in the process. Shot gets blocked out in front from Vale. Backhanded shot from way down deep behind the goal line from Krumenacher is going to be gloved down and held on to from Rhodes. Freezes the puck there now with under 10 to go in the second. Halfway through game number 2 of the night. To the blue line, and on sides, just going to dump it in deep and chase into the corner. Mulcahy trying to clear it out. Gets it down low for Vale. Baxter turns it over. Works it forward for Proctor, just out of her reach. Going to be in a foot race with Vale. Proctor wins the foot race down low. Cross ice feed, has a chance. Shot, save. Rhodes with a big rebound, able to come all the way down for Zabecki. Zabecki in a foot race with Baxter. Mulcahy able to keep it out. Richard had a chance on the rebound. This lets me work back over for Zabecki. Down low, trying to deke her in one. Puck still with it. Behind the net, down low for Richard. Trying to get it over for Zabecki. It has to be played back for Vale as Mulcahy, I believe, got a piece to it. And pushed it back in deep. Turned over, here's a chance. Picked up by the Mafia. Holding at their own goal line. Able to get her on Mulcahy. Still with it. Hits the blue line. Looking to go coast to coast here. Shot right out in front. It's going to be cleared out to center right. Sedekasi. Right place at the right time to hold possession. Sedekasi still without a penalty here on the season. Trying to work it forward. Does. Had a chance. Nobody chasing his back. He's going to go back deep in front of his own net of Goldberg to pick up the change. Working it forward. Nearly a chance for too many men. Back forward. Here's a chance for Kilmer. Working it in deep. That's going to go on net of Goldberg. Okay, out of his net to play. Coming down low for Sabecki. Sabecki trying to poke it in deep. Backs are going to clear it to the corner. Kilmer turns it over. Kilmer still with it, trying to get it over and find a way into the front of the net as the Baxter's going to pick it off and work it down low. Sedekasi with it. Still with its Vince. Behind the net. Spinning around. Riccardi pressuring. Centering! Nearly in the feet of Sabecki. As it's going to come down low. No one playing back here for the Mafia. Down low to the corner. Still with it. Cleared out Sabecki. Up to the far side near. Had a chance for 82 of the Mafia. As the Pandas are able to come away with it. Working it down low for Riccardi. Long shot with a pad save from Rhodes. It's up coming down low. Still with it. Gets around two men. Trying to drop it down low. Got to stick to it was Riccardi. Needing to fire a quick shot on there. Goes on. Here's a chance. Backhanded. Not able to get the shot off. 22-21 shots on goal. 23-21 that is in favor of the white team. Pandas work it forward. Here's a chance now. To the blue line. 1-on-2. Having to beat around Sedekasi and one other. Out to the point. Not able to hold on to it as it's to the neutral zone. Riccardi works it up top. Being pressured by one as he'll go back and chase down his own puck. 5:30 to go in the second. Cross-ice feed. Trying to get it over to 26. Instead it finds its way over the Hoots. Still kept in at the point once again for Hoots. To the right circle. Trying to drop it down low at the goal line. Centers. Got a trip. No call. As here comes a Mafia. Down low. In on sides. 2-on-1. Backhanded pass is going to be picked up by Hoots. Turned over. Sedekasi. Shot saved by Goldberg. Sedekasi still looking for his first point on the season. Behind the net. Pressuring up top. Hamilton to it. Trying to clear it out. Kept in for the moment. Deeks holds from the circle down low. Pass just went wide. As here comes the Trash Pandas in all alone. They have to beat Vale. It's Proctor spinning, still with it. Proctor knows how to get around a handful of people. Let's see if she can do it here. Works it up for Hamilton. To the point, fires! Blocked by Vale and out for the Mafia. Captain at the point. Work to the neutral zone. Here comes 82 to the blue line. Drops it back. And here comes Proctor here once again. Working it forward. 2-on-2 is at the blue line. Vale throws a body on his man. Down for a moment. Appears to be doing okay. As we've seen a couple big collisions here through the first 1.5 periods. Nearly kept in as here comes a chance. 3-on-0 for the Mafia. For Kilmer, shot scores! Tyler Kilmer gets his first of the season. Makes this 6-0 in favor of the Mafia. .320 to go here in the second period after the shot from Kilmer. Able to beat Goldberg. So we have two blowouts here on the second night of the season. Here comes Hamilton, going to dump it in deep. The Pandas need something in the late goings of this second period. Neither one of these teams have played a game besides the scrimmage earlier on in the season. Bale going to ring it around back deep. Picked up Krimenacher. Here's Proctor. Shot! goes off the crossbar and stays out. Proctor not happy about it at all. She thought she had her first goal of the season and first as a Panda here in this 2026 season. Baxter, the Hamilton, turned over defensive pass to the far side, finds Vale. Back deep, Hamilton pressuring it. As Richard down low, that's who we'll give it to. Okay, kept it in. Here's a chance now for Hamilton if he was able to beat the puck. Cannot, as the Mafia is going to send it right back the other way. Mafia to the blue line, still with it. Has Richard going down low. Trying to chip it out for him up to the far side. Tyler Kilmer has a goal so far in the night. Dropping it down low. Richard still with it. 2 minutes to go in the second period. Kumanocker trying to get a centering feed over for Proctor. Got robbed of a crossbar back about a minute ago here in the second period. Captain Cassie trying to deke around one. Richard throwing down Riccardi. And Cassie trying to get a shot off. Rhodes looking for an assist here to Cassie. That's going to be picked up by Mulcahy. Picked back right back the other way. Loose puck here for Proctor. Proctor with a long shot. Glove save from Rhodes. Holds on to it. 1:18 to go in the period. Hoots not able to win the drawback as it's over for Cassie to the far side. Escapes the blue line for now with under a minute to go in the second period. Comes down low for 74, trying to keep it in on sides. Crewman. Apologies, there's that sword. Possibly might be Redmond. I do apologize there. Still trying to learn the names here in this opening game. Up to the far side. To the point. Working it out with 25 to go. It's a 2-on-1. Has to give it down low, and Goldberg knows it. Trying to get a tip. Got sent wide. And out to the neutral zone it goes with 14 seconds to go. 4-9. Off it over. Here's Becky. 10 seconds to go. Long shot's going to be a bouncing putt. Blocker aside from Goldberg. 3, 2, 1. That will do it. We'll take a quick 1-minute timeout, and we'll head into the third and final period.
Winston-Salem, North Carolina is a city with a rich history of reinventing itself. Here you can wine and dine back in time, or raise a glass to the future. Witness history in the making, or savor the present moment. That's why you'll love visiting Winston-Salem. Our past is present, our future is bright, and our city is yours to explore. Look forward. Travel back to Winston-Salem.
Coming back here into the third and final period, we got 20 minutes up on the board. Shots on goal are 26-25. Still in favor of the Mafia, leading at 6-0 as we're set to get underway. Puck is dropped. Here we go into the last period of the night. Here's a chance now for the Pandas. Shoots, just sent it wide. Rhodes still perfect here through 2 periods of play. Drops it down low. Nearly had a chance for a goal with under 10 seconds gone in the third period. Mafia looking to increase a 6-0 lead. Dropping it down low to the blue line. Still with it, trying to chop it up top for Zabecki. Still looking for his first goal of the afternoon as well. Tipped right out in front. Bouncing puck goes through the paint. Riccardi able to pick up the change and clear it out. Down low. Gets it forward. Once again, a bouncing puck, able to work it forward. Here's the one that had a chance a second ago. Can he send that one wide? That's going to go into the gut of Rhodes. Holds on to this one. A minute gone in the last period. No, that still doesn't make sense. It's the third period. All right, 18:45 to go in the period. I'll be right back here in just a second. $17:30 to go here in the period. Comes down low for the Pandas. Here comes one with a chance for Hamilton from the right circles. Fires one on. Saved by Rhodes. No freeze that one. With 17:15 to go. Shots on goal. Knotted up at 27 apiece. For those that have watched the stream so far in the season, if you're one of the players in the upper league, I have sent out a PHA Upper League questionnaire. It's on the YouTube channel underneath the comment. I'm not sure what it's called. Give me just 1 minute. If you go to my channel, it's going to be underneath the post tab. It's going to be the most recent one. It's going to be that Google form. Alongside that, it's going to be on my Facebook page, as long as tagged on the Piedmont Hockey Association. Richard fires one on, scores! Richard gets his first of the season and making it 7-0 here in the third period. And according to the in-arena scoreboard, the Pandas now have a 29-28 shot on goal lead, although meaning not much here as they trail 7-0. Pandas trying to take it in. It's Riccardi. Gonna cut out in front, tips one in, goes right in front. Able to clear it out, but out to the point. Hamilton trying to get a tip out in front was from Hoots. Hoots to the point. Kept back in, over for Hoots. Has Hamilton chasing down low, just out of his reach, but got a skate to it. Cleared out to the point, kept in. Riccardi fires one on, got sent wide. Hoots takes a tumble as here comes Sedekasi, over for Zabecki. And down for an icing, 15-10 to go in the period. to the far side. Proctor trying to keep it in. That's going to be worked back the other way. Over for Proctor. Able to kid it around. Cassie working it down low. Now in a foot race as it's going to be skated down by Baxter. Trying to get it over for Proctor. Out to the neutral zone. It goes to the far side. Mulcahy. Try to chip it down. Here's a great chance there for Cassie. That's made clear down to the ice for an icing. 13:55 to go in the period. .28 shots on goal now, still in favor of the Pandas. Behind the net it goes to the far side. Cassie trying to chip it up. Puck still loose. Vale over for Cassie and one touches it. Cassie going to keep it going to the blue line. Trying to get around one. Cassie not able to hold on to it. Played up into the corner. Puck got sent sky high as Baxter now trying to work it out for Proctor. Does. Going to be a foot race back the other way. Proctor trying to chase after it, coming down low. Spinning around. Nearly a collision there between Proctor and number 2. Cassie nearly intercepted it as it's over for Baxter. Baxter works it in, trying to chip it in. Goes off the body of Vale. Cassie away with it. Cassie looking for at least 1 point here on the night. Long shot. Blocked aside by Goldberg as Cassie is going to head off to the bench. Heading the red line, going to dump it in deep, chasing after it. As Vale's the first one to it. Down low. Mafia right in front. Baxter pokes it home, scores! Indeed so. Baxter gets his first of the season. A misplay right out in front of the net of Rhodes breaks the shutout. As it's 7-1, 12 minutes to go in the third period. Hoot's going to take the face-off here for the Pandas. Over for Vale, chipping it forward for Kilmer. Having to wait to retouch back in on sides as it's worked out down low for the Mafia. Has Cassie down low. Up top for Kilmer. He scored 1 so far in the night. Looking for number 2. Up top is, I believe that was a Ricard who works it down low. It'll be a foot race out and in front and able to win it are the Mafia. Holding top of the circles low. Just out of the reach of one as it's going to be played by Riccardi. Finds a centering feed turned over, but couldn't hold on to it as it's loose down low for the Trash Pandas. Kept in for the moment, working it down low. Behind the net for the man with a hat trick. There's been 3 hat tricks on the night so far, but one of those being 82 here for the Mafia. And for the other side, it was Melanchuk and Josh Herrera. Chipped it up past Kilmer. To the blue line. Trash Pandas looking for goal number 2. As it's going to come down low. From a sharp angle, it's going to find its way to a Mafia skater down low. Gets it on Riccardi. To the blue line. Still holding it. Trying to just drop it out in front. Trying to get it there. Nearly running into Goldberg. Had a rough night so far here through the first 2.5 periods of play. Drops it back. Here's a chance. Fires one on. Pad save. Rebound comes in front of the crease. Over for Sabecki. Sabecki's pass goes off the back of one, but nearly ends up working out in their favor. Here's a chance. 2-on-2 for the Pandas. Skating it down low from the right circle. Sharp angle. Trying to just jam it home now. Hamilton not ready for it. As it's going to come right back. Baxter gets absolutely clobbered by Sabecki. No hit there as a quick shot coming from McCarty heads to the corner. Although it is a no checking week, indirect contact, or accidental contact, that is. No harm, no foul. So it's going to come out to the point, not able to hold on as it's going to be a foot race now between Richard and Riccardi. Richard steals it, spinning it around, still with it. Richard holding, trying to drop it down low. Back deep. Gotta stick to us a Becky, but not expecting it as here comes the Pandas. Down low for Hamilton. Hamilton needs to fire a shot on. Gotta skate to it. Was a man standing behind him. That's going to be worked back the other way for Baxter. Trying to retouch back in on sides as he'll dump it in deep chase after it. With 8:35 to go in the period. Works it down low for 9. Hamilton crashing. Sedekassi for Sebecki. Here comes Sebecki. Trying to drop it back for Sedekassi. Not able to get a shot off as here comes Proctor. Has been robbed in the second period. Trying to negate that here. Shot, save, rebound. It's going to be covered up by Rhodes. Popped up to a perfect position to just take a hack at it. But Rhodes able to glove it down quickly enough to negate that. 7:55 to go in the period. Shots on goal, 35-31. Once again, still in favor of the Pandas. Shot there, goes wide. Rhodes out of his net. And it's going to come out for Sebecki. Sedekassi, that is. Woo, apologies there, Vince. Baxter with it down low, being pressured by 1. As Hamilton at the point said he's going to try and take it in himself. To the far side for Proctor, not ready for it. Out into the feet of 1. Proctor keeps it in. For the time being chipped out to the neutral zone. Downlink through the ice it goes. Not going to be far enough for ice, and Goldberg coming out of his net to play it. Shot from Kilmer goes wide after stealing a pass from, I believe it was Krummenacher. Could be wrong. Once again, sorry about that. Here's a chance now for Proctor, and all alone looking for a first goal. Holds. Still with it. Shot, scores! Gets her first goal of the season, making it 7-2 in favor of the Mafia, but the Pandas trying to claw their way back in. 6:40 to go in the third period. 36 shot on the night, and they finally get their first true goal here in the third period. Mulcahy trying to work it forward, nearly intercepted by Sedekassi. So it's going to be worked right back low for the Pandas. Here comes Hoots. Drops it back. Here comes Sebecki with it. Sedekassi to his right and on sides just barely. Sebecki trying to get a tip out in front from Sedekassi as the puck goes back by the net. Sebecki on the backhand right now, still with it. Turning it around to the forehand. Going to drop it back for Kilmer. Centering feed. Trying to find Sedekassi. Just couldn't get a stick on it. To the neutral zone. Going to be a 2-on-1 if they hurry. Ends up being pickpocketed by the Mafia. 5:30 to go in the frame. Kilmer with it. Trying to get it over for Sedekassi. Punches there for a Mafia skater. So it comes out for Vale. Cross ice feed. Coming down low. Going to be a shot there from Hoots. Kilmer to the far side. Just escapes the blue line out to the neutral zone. Okay, will dump it in deep. Going to be picked up by the Mafia. Trying to drop it back for Vale. Capped in. Only for a second. Vale able to get it back. Still not able to escape dangers. Here he comes. 2-on-2. Vale and Kilmer. Kilmer with 1 goal in the night so far. Vale holds. Just going to drop it deep into the corner. 4:40 to go here in this third period. Baxter trying to get it out. Still with it comes Baxter. Poke check to side. One that still takes it in, holds on the backhand, shoots, scores! 8-2 in favor of the Mafia. Just sides a backhanded shot through the 5-hole with 4:14 to go in the frame. Shots on goal, 36-32 now. What a night it's been here for the Mafia. Couple big blowouts so far here on the season. Although once these teams slowly get a feel for themselves, I can just tell that this league's going to even itself out. Chips it forward for Richard. To the far side, chips just in it wide of the net. Thought that was going to be goal number 9 of the night. Baxter works it forward, but out of their own danger zone, if you will. And this one almost averaging 3 goals against a period. Coming down low, gonna just dump it to the near side corner and chase after it. Behind the net it goes, down low. Centering, nobody home on the back door. Would have been able to beat Rhodes if there was. Baxter trying to keep it at the point. Does. From the circle, fires one. Not able to beat him. 5-hole as Rhodes keeps his pads closed. Another centering feed. This one comes out for the Mafia. For Richard. And on sides, under 3 to go. Trying to chip it into center ice into slot. Trying to send it through the 5-hole. Not able to get it there. That's going to go back down length of the ice. It goes. It'll be a front race now between 26 and 82 as that gets sent into the far side corner. But the Pandas able to keep it in. A shot just goes through the pane and wide. Richard to the neutral zone. Spinning around, gives it back over for Richard. Gets around 1. And on sides, but ends up losing the puck up top. Richard behind the net, ends up over skating the puck. We'll just drop it up top, closing in on 1:20 to go on the frame. To the point. Trying to take it back. Hoots nearly with it. Kept in. Zabecki working at it. Now to the far side corner. Has Richard behind the net. That's what he'll give it to. Puck just sitting in some open ice. Goldberg playing it back behind the net. Down to the corner it goes, 1:50 to go. Clear down length to the ice it goes. That should go down for an icing. Indeed it will with 1:40 to go in the period. Apologies there about the breaks here in the broadcast tonight. There's 90 seconds to go in the period. 8-2 in favor of the Mafia. Zabecki taking the draw. Riccardi able to win this one back to the far side corner, trying to get it over for Proctor. And here they go, 2-on-1. Proctor with it. Hamilton just keeps it in on sides. Proctor trying to work it down low, trying to send it through the 5-hole after going off a body. 1 minute to go in the period. Trash Pandas leading in shots, 39-33. .45 seconds to go. Proctor looking to get another one. To the point. Kept in. Here's Proctor. Able to get around Zabecki. Holds. Shot. Save. Rebound right out in front. Trying to clear it as the puck still loose. Proctor trying to jam at it. Clear it up to the far side corner. Riccardi fires one in. Goes off the side of the net. Heard a scream and a shout from down here. Riccardi still with it on the backhand. Ends up over skating and as Zabecki's going to clear it down length of the ice. Nearly went in on Goldberg. As he'll play it forward with 15 seconds to go. What a night it's been here on the second night of this upper season as here comes a chance with Hamilton. Fires one, went wide, and that will do it. 3-2-1. Final score tonight, Camel City Mafia 8, Trash Pandas 2. As you see, Sedekasi dancing in center ice, knowing that he went 1 game without getting a penalty. Something to be proud of. Anyways, final score 8-2 in favor of the Camel City Mafia. Next game will be back here on Sunday night, as we'll have another 2-game matchup. That's been it for us tonight here on